In this video, we're going to go over the top 3 things that you could do to instantly improve your credit. And at the end of this video, I'm going to give you a letter you can download that will remove any collection account without paying a single dime. This letter was written by a fantastic attorney, which means it cost me a lot of money, but for you, it's free. I'm Hopkins. I'm a local real estate agent here in Las Vegas, Nevada, and I just absolutely love helping people find their dream home. But before I did this, I actually used to fix credit for a living. I have taken credit scores from 400 to 800 in a single reporting cycle. In this video, you're going to first understand how revolving credit works, how to use it to establish credit or reestablish good credit in a very short period of time. 2, you're going to learn how to adopt somebody else's good credit right onto your credit score. And 3rd, we're going to go over what a collection company does, why you should never pay them, and how to get them removed without paying a dime. All right, so let's go over number 1, revolving credit, and how you can use this to build your credit score quickly. And how this works is like this. You get a credit card. You may have to get a secured credit card. If you do, you put $500 in to get $500 credit. I have some great ones down linked below. You can check them out. You want one without any annual fees. There are some cards that do offer, of course, some rewards, and you want to look at those first. I will link the best secured credit cards that are out there with rewards. So you're going to use this card. The important thing is to understand you don't want to maintain a balance greater than 20% on your credit card. So when you get that $500 credit card, you're going to go out and you're going to spend $100. No more than that. You can keep your credit card between 30% and 10%, but ideally around 20% is the highest maximum amount of impact for your credit score. It can immediately have an impact by just getting a credit card, especially if you have no previous credit history and there are no anchors on your credit pulling your credit score down, then this will immediately have a positive impact on your credit score. That's your tip. Number 1, make sure you do it. And let me give you a little bonus tip here. Never, ever fail to make that payment on time. If you have a choice between paying your utility or making a payment on your credit card, you pay your credit card. Your credit card will report your credit and your utility will not, and they're going to be much more flexible with you. They'll make payments over a year to make up that payment. So make arrangements with them, but make sure you pay your credit card always, every single time. And make sure you have that mindset correct that your credit is an asset. It will be worth tens of thousands of dollars, even more over the course of your life. And having a commitment to great credit, it's where it all starts. You got into bad credit because generally you didn't have that commitment, you didn't understand, you overextend yourself. So life throws a wrench in your way. Lots of different things happen that lead to bad credit. But if you make your commitment that credit is one of the most important assets you're going to have, you're going to be much better further along in this. So let's go over tip number 2. Tip number 2 is how you can borrow somebody else's history right onto your credit report. It's a fantastic trick and is one of the fastest ways to instantly improve your credit score. Let me give you an example. I have a daughter-in-law. She misunderstood how credit works, as many people do. Heck, they don't teach this stuff in school. Her credit score was in the low 500s. I call up my revolving account and I put her on my credit card. All 10 years of that credit history shows up on her credit account. I maintain a 20% balance on that credit card. Her credit score went from 500 to high 700s in one single reporting cycle. That's a massive improvement, and she was able to buy a house under her name alone as a result of that. Just one simple trick. You will need a willing accomplice to help you with this, who has a credit account, has been managing that account with responsibility. They're not maintaining a really high balance. All they have to do is call up the credit card company and ask them their name on your credit file, and that history reports right onto your credit. That is a fantastic and powerful tool that you're going to be able to use. Parents, please do this for your kids. My older adult children, one of them said to me, "Dad, I went to go apply for credit. Did you know I have like an 800 credit score? I didn't even own a credit card. How is this even possible?" And it's because I had them piggybacking on my credit accounts, and they had just forgotten that I had done that, and they have excellent credit scores starting off in life. Can you imagine how much easier it is to get life going when you already have fantastic credit? This is the safest way, by the way, for parents to help their children. If you do a co-signing and for some reason those kids don't pay their car loan and you're co-signer, guess what? They just destroyed your credit. This will have no negative impact or really any impact on your credit at all. You're just putting them on your credit account. It's the lowest risk you're going to possibly have to help your children or brothers, sisters, cousins. And you can always kick them off if there's ever any issues. Let's say your parents put you on a credit card and all of a sudden they are not able to make their payments. You can have your name removed off of there. You're not obligated for that debt. You're not a co-signer. You're not responsible for the debt. Let's take a closer look at what piggybacking looks like and what I've done with my daughter, Cora. I have had her removed from my piggybacking. Now let's take a look at what it did to her credit, and my daughter-in-law is still being reported. And what I've done on this particular card, I've maxed this card to 97% of the available balance. I'll be paying this just shortly, but I knew I wasn't going to have it paid by the time it was reported. So I removed my daughter off of the card before it reported so that it wouldn't damage her because she's in the process of buying a house. So let's take a look at her credit and the credit score and how this all played out. First, we're going to take a look at my credit, particularly this account, where it shows here I have a balance of $8,487. The total card maxed out is $8,800. So I'm using 97% of the balance. Now you'll look back here in 2016, I had 3 late payments, really bad. And you can see that those are reported on there. Now, how does this show up on my daughter-in-law's Credit Karma account real quick? I'm gonna look at her accounts that she has on here. As you can see, she has that $8,487 credit card on her credit report. This is not her credit file, but it's reporting to her credit report. As you can see, 97% is used. So this is actually bringing down her credit score. Remember how I said that her credit score was in the 700s? Right now it's reporting 663, and that is strictly because that particular credit card's maxed out. Now let's take a look at Cora's account. Now Cora is actively looking to buy a house. So I actually had her removed from this credit account and see how that affects her credit. This account right here is one that she had on her own, and the other 3 are ones that I have added her name to my accounts. We're only using 15% of the allotted amount, and she's getting a huge credit boost as a result. So let's go back to this account. My credit card account, the balance was $8,400 and some change, right? When I took her name off of it, it's showing a 0 balance on her credit account. It's still showing all the payments current. What's interesting is it doesn't report 2016, so those 3 late payments aren't showing up on her credit report. It's showing it's current. There's 0 past due. This account is reporting as open, and it's an 8-year-old account is showing up on her credit report. It actually helped her to remove it because now it's showing a 0 balance as opposed to a 97% balance on it. She's getting a positive credit line that's open, that's not hurting her debt to income ratio, and that's absolutely boosting her credit score. I will say that some lenders are aware and wise to this. They know that you're not a responsible party. You're not the reason why the payments are being paid on time. And so sometimes they may require you to have more credit history to be able to get certain types of loans. However, in the case of my daughter-in-law, she was able to buy a home, and that was the only positive credit line that was open, was one that she was pigging back off of me, and she was able to buy a house. Super excited about that. Be sure to take advantage of this trick as long as our Fair Isaac and FICO credit algorithms allow this. Take advantage of it. They debate sometimes of removing this, but for right now, as of 2019, heading into 2020, this is still a viable strategy or hack, if you will, to get your credit score up fast and instantly make a big impact. So let's go on to tip number 3. This is in the place where you may have a collection account on your credit file. Collection accounts are anchors. They anchor down your credit score. We want to get rid of anchors so that the positive stuff you have on there, you get the maximum value out of that. Up to 200 points increase by getting rid of collection accounts. Now, credit collection accounts are weighted more by how more recent they are versus how old they are. Let me talk about collection accounts. Never, ever, ever pay a collection account, okay? Don't ever pay a collection account unless one thing happens, and that is that you have got an agreement in writing, and that's the key, in writing from the collection company. They will remove it from your credit report, and that is the only time that you can make a payment to a collection account to have it removed. And really, the truth is you shouldn't be negotiating with collection accounts. They are not the party in which you have a contractual obligation with. The original company that you had that with has written it off and gotten a tax benefit from it, and they sell it off for pennies on the dollar to other companies. They don't really care if they collect it or not because they have already sold it off. If you can avoid it, don't ever pay a collection account. And if you do, because time is of the essence, settle for less than the balance, but have a letter from the collection company that they will remove from the credit report, or don't pay it, because an unpaid collection account is as bad as a paid collection account. So putting a paid collection account only resets the clock before it removes from your credit bureau. So don't ever do that unless you have it in writing that you can remove it. Okay, but a preferable way to get it off is, how about if we can just take it off your credit file and you pay nothing to do it? That's the credit letter that we have. You can download, the link is below. This letter was written by just an amazing attorney. It cost me a lot of money. You're going to get it for free. And this is going to get off 90% or more of the collection companies out there. It points out their liabilities for continuing to report on your credit file. It does a cease and desist so they can no longer contact you or reach out to you whatsoever. Also, you need to be aware every state has a statute of limitation on debt. Credit cards have a different statute of limitation, and collection accounts have a different statute of limitations. I'm going to leave a link to that down below, show you what different states have different statute of limitations. It means they don't have the ability to collect that debt. They cannot take you to court. They cannot really force it. So just understanding the laws that are in place to protect you is going to be such a benefit. You're so way ahead of the game. And there are companies that will charge you a lot of money. And the truth is, many of them, all they're doing is just disputing on the credit bureaus and hoping that they fall off. They don't take active actions to remove these credit accounts that are huge anchors. This is the most powerful way, and it literally takes moments. All you have to do is print this letter up, put the collection company's information at the top, and put your name at the bottom and sign it and send it out certified mail so you have proof that it was sent to them. If they do anything, even so much as send a letter out to you, except for to state to you that they are complying with this letter, they could be sued for thousands of dollars. They'll be owing you money instead of the other way around. So know your rights. We're going to go deep into this on collections. I am a real estate agent here in Las Vegas. I love helping people get into their dream homes. So please like and subscribe and hit that bell to get more videos on this topic and many other topics on how to get your dream home. Please like and subscribe, and please share this information out there. There's so much poor information regarding how to manage your credit so that your loved ones are able to get the things they want and pay less money for them. Like and subscribe, and check out my other videos that you'll find right over here and over here, wherever the links are. And I'll catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching.